Good morning, Columbus, and welcome to another edition of From Our House to Your Home, the Remodeler Showcase. My name's Marty Reed. I'm your host, and the show is brought to you by Frog Hauling. If you want to clean your garage, your basement, your yard, whatever, get rid of the clutter around your house, give Frog Hauling a call. And if you're a remodeler and only the best product will do for your customer, think of Frog Hauling. We carry 5 different sizes of containers, so you never have to pay for more container than you need. Well, typically on the show I talk to remodelers, and I also talk to product suppliers, and today we're going to talk to a product supplier. One of my favorites. I said this, we have a repeat guest, okay? We have Ryan Castro, who is with Ferguson.
Yes.
Say it.
Ferguson Bath Kitchen and Lighting Gallery.
There you go. I never get it right.
It's a little bit of a tongue twister.
Yeah, if you go online and you go to their, you just Google it, there's all these different Fergusons that come up that all relate to the exact same thing. You know, there's Ferguson Enterprises, there's Furniture Plumbing, whatever the heck it is. So I never can remember. I'm too old.
We're a pretty big company. We sell a lot of things. So
yeah, you are big.
We have a couple of different divisions. I work in the builder showroom trade sector,
Okay.
which would include our showroom that's in Hilliard.
Okay. But you're a residential specialist, would that be?
I am in outside sales, so
Okay.
I call on residential builders and remodelers. So yes, I guess a residential specialist would be a great title.
Okay. Well, anyways, I know what I want to do. I want to start this show this way. I want everybody to know where Ferguson is.
Okay, well, our showroom is at 4363 Lyman Drive in Hilliard. It's right off of 270, off of the cemetery exit. Then we also have our warehouse on the east side of town, off of East Broad, sort of behind Menards. It's where we hold all of our material and ship it out to all of these job sites for our, lovely remodelers and builders.
There you go. Well, if you're driving 270 and you're heading out to the shopping center over there, or you're heading into Hilliard, you can't miss it.
No, you can see it straight from 270. You can see all of our beautiful light fixtures right from the highway.
That's right. At night.
At night you can see it lit up.
Everything
sure.
is lit up in that place at night. Okay. Well, one of the things, the reason I brought Ryan back, and the reason I'll continue to do that if you volunteer.
Thanks, Marty. I would love to.
Okay. Is, I mean this seriously. It's one of my favorite showrooms to go to. And I have to say this, it's one of my wife's too. I have to keep her away, okay? But I kind of liken it, if you're looking for something other than what a big box store, and I'm not going to mention their names, and if you go on, let's say, the Pinterest, the house, that kind of stuff, and you've ever said, I wonder where they got that product, guess what? They
probably came from Ferguson.
It came from a place like Ferguson or Ferguson, that's for sure. Because you're going to find the things at Ferguson that just aren't carried by the big box stores.
Right.
If you want something different, you're going to find it there.
Absolutely.
That's why my wife likes it. She walks in and goes, oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? And I go, cha-ching, cha-ching. Okay, so let's go into a little detail.
Okay.
Let's talk about, exactly the kind of things that you carry in the showroom. I know, and I'll give you my layman's. When I walk in, I see, these really pretty bathtubs, a gazillion toilets I've never seen before. Then I can go to the back and I see all the, I'll call it the appliance section, where there's all these cool cooktops, refrigerator, you name it. And then as I go to walk around, and it's on the right-hand side of the store, it's all these brilliant lighting fixtures.
You have clearly been in here.
I know. I told you. I know Ferguson. And there's a gazillion shower heads and shower things to choose from, faucets, fixtures, you name it. I mean, it is just, you can spend hours in there.
Absolutely. You definitely can.
Okay. So let's kind of I guess we should talk about maybe the kind of product that
Okay.
someone might find, and maybe who some of the manufacturers are you represent. So if I said, okay, bathroom, and I'm tubs, toilets, all that kind of stuff, I'll let you take over, talk a little bit about it.
So if you're doing a bathroom remodel, we carry everything that you would need to complete this bathroom remodel. We sell, your rough plumbing, which would be like copper that the plumber would need, your angle stops. We also sell the finished plumbing, so your pretty toilet that Marty doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
Also your shower fixtures, a beautiful tub. We sell mirrors, we sell lighting, sinks, vanities. About the only thing we don't sell is tile and paint.
Well, but we have a vendor we work with for that. One
Yes.
of them is Hamilton Parker.
We sure do.
Yeah.
We love our Hamilton Parker friends.
I mean, that's another showroom.
That's
I did a, let's see, entryway tile, backsplash in the kitchen, completely new fireplace with stone wall. That was all Hamilton
So
Parker.
what you're telling me is that your wife is a fan of showrooms.
When I bring her, I gave you the hint before. I said cha-ching, cha-ching. That's why when she wants to go on her Saturday tour, I go, honey, I'm busy. I'll take you next week because I know what's involved. Actually, I'm involved in one of those now. Oh my gosh, she's got me going on something. Anyways, one of the things I do have to tell this story because it is comical. Ferguson will sponsor, and I should say this, they're big members of NARI, big participants, and they are kind enough to hold one of the NARI meetings there every year.
We love hosting it.
Yep, and one of the things that was really funny, I was there with my two sons at one of the NARI meetings, and it was at Ferguson, and we were playing with the toilets. Okay? Because they kind of walked in and they went, what is that? The toilet was all lit up.
Oh, are you talking about the Kohler one that
Yeah.
opens when you approach it?
Yeah. Well, there was all kind of crazy. You walked up to this toilet and the lid came up, and
Yep.
Now I'll tell you why we were laughing. Okay, because I have four sons, and when they were, of course, growing up, how boys are around toilets. Enough said, right? And they were just laughing. They were going, Mom would have loved this. The toilet seat was actually up.
Yep.
But there's and the heated toilets. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that toilet does everything.
It does everything. So that's what I mean when we're talking about Ferguson, and you want something totally unique. That's where you need to go. It doesn't mean that you guys also carry the standard stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
we carry the
I don't want to
basics.
give people the impression that everything is kind of crazy and out of the. It's not.
No.
It's just that you have from starting point to whatever your little heart can dream of, you're going to find it at Ferguson, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We fulfill Pinterest dreams, and we also,
I like that. I got to remember that line.
we have everything from the very basic stuff to whatever your Pinterest board has on it.
Yep. Well, I get a kick out of it. My wife will come to me with the laptop open, and she's in house. And, what do you think of this? Us poor guys get a lot of that today. What do you think of this? I just go cha-ching, cha-ching.
Isn't the right answer yes, dear?
Oh, well, it's always yes, dear. It's learning. If you're a man, you learn the stall technique, okay? And you hope they forget and it'll go away. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's talk a little bit about, because this is another really unique area. I'm going to call them kitchen appliances now, and I was amazed at, first of all, the amount or the different looks.
Absolutely.
In, let's say, refrigerators.
Yes.
Everything for a while there was the stainless steel, right? And that's not the case right now.
No, there's a lot of panel-ready appliances going on. So
Okay, I'm a layman. What's panel ready?
Panel-ready means that instead of having like a stainless steel front on your door or, your dishwasher, it has a cabinet front, so it matches your cabinets. and it just completely blends seamlessly into your cabinet design. So when your guests come in, they may not realize where your refrigerator is, and then you get to be, you know, this magician and show everyone
Look at how
where
cool.
your refrigerator is or where your dishwasher is. It has like a really seamless look. You know, one of the things we're really seeing now is a really sleek Euro style look coming up. You know, we've seen it in New York and California, and it's bleeding into the Midwest now. So more and more we're seeing that people want a completely integrated look, and one of the best ways to do that is a panel ready appliance.
Okay, that's interesting. When you say, how'd you describe it? A European look?
Mm-hmm. Just really sleek and clean.
Would that be like a flat panel door, maybe
Mm-hmm.
glossy finish and
Yes.
getting away from wood?
Definitely more contemporary. You know, not as much, I guess, detail.
Yeah.
Like not as much.
Scribe doors, I knew that.
Right. Just
Raised
something-
panel doors, all that.
Something
it's
a
just
little
flat.
bit more simple. Something really clean. You know, clean lines, modern, contemporary.
I'm actually working on a project right now. That was the look we went. That's why that
Mm-hmm.
raised my interest.
And I've seen it more and more. I mean, you know, we still see a lot of the absolutely gorgeous scribe work and the beautiful trim and molding. Like
Yeah.
we still see a lot of that, and there's something to be said for that. We just are seeing a surge in popularity of the modern, clean lined European style. It's sort of, you know, one of the latest and greatest things that's coming up. And we're seeing it not just in the appliances, but also we're seeing it echoed in the plumbing fixtures and the lighting fixtures.
I'll have to tell you a plumbing story, and it actually happened. No, this didn't happen at Ferguson, but it was funny. The color of fixtures. What about, there's a lot going on also in cooktops,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't remember what they call it, but I find it utterly
Are you
amazing.
talking induction?
Yes, yes. That's in the first place I ever saw it was at Ferguson. Actually, you did a demonstration of it.
Yep.
This was a meeting a couple years ago at Ferguson, and it's
It's a
unique.
really cool technology. You know, we've come a long way from the electric coil burner of,
Okay.
you know, maybe 10, 15 years ago. We had the smooth glass top.
Yep.
We still have a lot of gas,
Yeah.
but induction is even more precise and even faster than gas. And the other nice thing is your cooking pan is, you know, what makes the element work. So it's not hot anywhere but under that element. And it also cools down significantly faster. So it's a little bit safer if you have kids. I mean, don't touch the burner right after you remove the pan, because
Yeah.
you know, it's still going to be hot, but it cools down significantly faster. It boils water significantly faster.
It's almost instantaneous.
It really almost is. And then the other thing too is, I don't know if you guys have had a smooth top glass cooktop,
Yeah.
but whenever something bubbles over, it's a pain to clean.
Yes.
You know, it just gets stuck on food stuff. But
And it
induction.
develops that brown color after
yes,
a while.
and then it's really fun to put some elbow grease in and clean it.
Yeah.
But induction doesn't do that. You don't get that same burnt on food type of issue, because the element is your pan. So it only gets hot underneath your pan, and you don't have to.
But you
have
do
that.
have to have special pans for that.
You do. They have to be magnetic, essentially,
Yeah.
because part of the technology is that it uses magnets to work.
Unbelievable. Okay, tell the folks once again how to get to Ferguson. Address, website, whatever you want to tell them.
We are located, our showroom is located at 4363 Lyman Drive off of 270. The cemetery exit is where you would want to get off. And then our website is fergusonshowrooms.com. Has a lot of great navigation. You can find anything on there, and you can completely whittle down what you're looking for. You can compare models. So it's a really helpful website.
It's actually broken up like kitchen
Right.
lighting, so it makes it simple.
Makes it really simple to find what you want.
Yeah, because I call it the showroom. When you look at all those lighting fixtures, it's the showroom of a million products.
Yeah, it's a little bit overwhelming with how much lighting.
Well, it's everything. I mean, the neatest thing about it is the showroom. First of all, I've already said this. You're going to see things you don't see elsewhere, but it's just laid out beautifully. All of the displays are just gorgeous in there, and it gives you a lot of good ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to take a break, and then I'm going to kind of turn it over to you. I'll let you talk about what you see. You talked a little bit about panels for refrigerators, kind of the things that you see that are coming to the marketplace. Give people some ideas, because the point of having on product suppliers, there's a lot of people out there remodeling. That's why they listen to the show, and they go, I haven't been to that place. I'm going to go there and see what he's talking about. So let's take a break. We'll be right back. Did I ask you to talk?
Just checking in with you.
If I don't do that to him, he doesn't know how to react.
It's not a Tuesday, so I get
He'll
that.
walk out of here and go, God, he was nice. What do I do?
Not expecting that after 5 years. Come on.
Do you know Michael?
I'm Ryan.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
She's a Navy member, Ferguson Kitchen and Bath. If you
Okay.
didn't catch that, yeah. Does builder sales and all that good stuff.
Is this your first time?
No. She was shaking out of her boots the first time. She's much
Terrified.
more relaxed.
Very easy. Won't ask you anything you don't know, and if you don't know, you can go, that's not my thing.
Yeah, that's right.
Not my area of expertise.
Yeah, well,
Moving on.
Just throw out a name and say, call Joe Blow. He handles that. Okay, is that okay to talk about what's kind of, I don't care if it's in lighting, I don't care what you do.
I'll talk a little bit about all three and
Okay,
sort of make it sound good.
sort of make it.
All right.
Okay. Yep. How much time we got left?
We stopped at just before 16 minutes, so.
So, 10?
Yeah, 10, 12.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
We go. 3, 2.
Welcome back, everyone. Once again, we're speaking with Ryan Castro of Ferguson Kitchen, Bath, and Lighting. Did I get it right?
You did.
I know the showroom. I just always refer to it. Hey, Ferguson. There we go. Okay. Well, we're fortunate today. We have Ryan with us, who is an expert in, we can call it residential, and because she works with builders, and she's going to help me on a project I have coming up too. She doesn't know it. One of the things is, I said earlier that if you're one of those, you go to House, you go to Pinterest, and you have, you can't go to those sites without going, I wonder where they got that. I wonder who the manufacturer is. I wonder, it always boils down to that. Once you find something you like, you kind of.
Absolutely. Where can I get it?
Where can I get it, right? And even people, it's comical. I don't understand it. When I look at House, I go, I wish they would just have a list with every picture of manufacturer, whatever, because there's always people, they send emails, and they're going, where'd you get that rug? Where'd you get that refrigerator, I don't know why they do it. So, anyways, one of the things that's exciting is that there are always new things in the industry.
Yes, there are.
It's kind of like electronics,
Yeah.
Every year the camera
There's
changes.
always something new coming out.
The new iPhone, whatever the heck it is, all that stuff changes every year. And, like I've had people on the show, we talked about forever stainless steel was the color for appliances, and then all of a sudden we went to colored appliances, black windows, all that kind of stuff.
Black windows are big right now.
Yeah, I don't understand the black window.
I think we can thank Joanna Gaines for that.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she started that.
Oh, not my gig. Well, the other thing that's not my gig is gray paint. And I know it is ungodly popular.
I love gray paint.
See,
I can't lie. I painted my whole house gray.
I nothing against that. Nothing against that. It's just, I guess I must be one of those people that I'm a contrarian. So,
Really, Marty? I never would have guessed.
So if I walk in and see 5 places with gray paint, I go, I'm not doing that. I'm not a lemming.
I think You just called me a lemming.
Well, whatever. Anyways, I'm going to blow right by that one. Talk a little bit about, I'm going to turn it over to you. I don't, you can talk about bathroom, lights, whatever. Kind of the trends that you're seeing, or color change,
Absolutely.
whatever. Go ahead.
We're seeing a lot of really cool stuff. So
Go.
let's start with appliances. Stainless steel is never going to go away, but one of the biggest things we're seeing right now are panel-ready appliances, which means that instead of having like a stainless steel door front on your refrigerator or your dishwasher, we're putting cabinet panels on those, so they blend seamlessly into your cabinets. Clean look, especially if really smooth, just blends together really well.
So there had to be a lot of coordination, I would think,
Absolutely.
between the cabinet manufacturers and the appliance.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one thing that we do really well. We have great relationships with the cabinet makers around this area. You come into our showroom and you're working with the cabinet maker, we'll put together a portfolio with pictures of your appliances and also spec sheets that we can send to your cabinet maker so they know exactly, what models you're getting, the cabinet maker.
Sizes.
Yeah.
So that they
That's
make
very important.
Make the cabinets surrounding
with panel-ready and built-in appliances, it's absolutely imperative that there's an open line of communication between the supplier and the cabinet maker. That way, everyone's on the same page and everyone knows how big the cutouts need to be and how big the panels need to be.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that we pride ourselves on is our communication with these cabinet makers and everyone involved, the remodeler, the builder as well, and the homeowner.
Well, you do a lot of remodeling. I mean, I know a
Yes.
lot of remodelers go to Ferguson. I mean, it's like, because the showroom is so nice, they can take their clients over there and it makes them think.
Well, and we have, consultants who are product experts working with the homeowners and the builders. And you don't have to be working with a builder or a remodeler to work with one of our consultants. Anyone can work with our consultants. And that's, another benefit to Ferguson is being able to work with someone who is going to make sure what you're wanting is going to work in the scenario that you have.
Okay. Bathroom fixtures, products.
So,
Anything unique going on?
we're seeing, as with appliances, a sleek look, a little bit more minimalist with the plumbing fixtures. The faucets are a little bit sleeker. The toilets are a little bit more, maybe not smaller isn't the right word, but
They're technical.
some of them are very technical. But also, we've seen a rise in skirted toilets that have straight sides, so you can't see like the quote-unquote guts of the toilet. They're easier to clean. They look nicer, and also one-piece toilets. They're really easy to clean. They give a nice finished, polished look in your bathroom.
Contemporary look also.
Yes.
That's how I would
contemporary.
describe those toilets. Yeah.
Yes, and one thing we're definitely seeing, and I know we've been seeing this for the past couple of years, is the resurgence of gold, but it's not like scary 80s polished brass. It's a softer, more muted, sort of brushed gold, and other finishes as well.
That was the story I was going to tell you. I remember, actually, gold started coming back. It's been a few years.
Yeah,
now.
it has been a couple years.
2 or
now.
3 years, and we were at a NARI meeting, and there was someone there from I can't remember Pittsburgh Paints, and they were putting on a presentation, and they went, "Gold is coming back," right?
It's the truth.
And I was so thrilled.
Were you?
Yes, because I could go home and tell my wife, we don't need to change those faucets. They're back in style. Even though they're the 80s look. I was just teasing her.
Yeah, of course, of
Yeah.
course.
But that's one of those things when I have an opportunity to get back at my wife with on the honey-do list. That's it. So I had to go tell her that.
That's funny.
But I know what you mean. It's like, for a while, well, still, people do it. There's the darker brushed fixtures, and I don't know.
Oil rub bronze.
Yeah, right, the bronze, that kind of thing. And it's kind of the same kind of thing, the gold I've seen. It's not that '80s disco pop out at you shiny
right.
stuff.
It's
the
more
brush.
muted.
Yeah, and it's actually very pretty.
And we've also been seeing a lot of matte black.
Wow.
So a lot of manufacturers are really responding and making more of their most popular lines in matte black. The matte black just sort of becomes like a neutral in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's a statement without being over the top. So that's another thing that we've been seeing, and some manufacturers have tons of specialty finishes, and Kohler is doing one of their lines in a rose gold finish.
Wow.
That's absolutely beautiful. So the rise of different colors other than just chrome and just brushed nickel or oil rub bronze, we're really seeing an expansion on those colors.
Well, the matte black they stole from the hot rod industry.
Did they now?
Yeah. They're behind the hot rod industry because painting cars with a matte finish, we call it the primer look, but there's actually, I know what you mean, because there are people that are now painting their cars and they call it a matte finish. Old hot rodders. See? You learned something
I
new.
did learn something.
You learn that every...
Maybe we should look to the hot rod industry for inspiration.
Oh, you ought to. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just, well, they have the Good Guys show here. We're deviating here, folks. They have the Good Guys show, and I always go to that show because, to me, these cars that are there, people don't understand. There are a number of them that are works of art, and when I, bring people to the show with me, and I go, that car over there, that's $500,000 hot rod. They go, what? I go, yeah, there's $500,000 invested in that car. That is a work of art.
Wow.
Right? And I'd rather have that than something hangs on my wall. So anyways.
That's fair.
Yeah. Lighting, we have a few minutes left. Anything new in lighting that you can
So
think?
we're seeing a lot of different looks in lighting, and it varies all over the country. Some areas are still doing like the big curly fixtures that are like the bronze color. We're seeing a return to some mid-century modern style, really echoing that clean look with the plumbing and the appliances. The Edison bulbs are still really big.
Oh, yeah.
And now there's so many technologies with light bulbs that you don't have to have that really yellow, orangey glow from the Edison bulbs. You can get them in LED now.
Oh my
and they're much brighter than the original incandescent versions. So it's not just like an accent light, you really can use it to light your home. Another thing that we're seeing is people really paying attention to under cabinet lighting, above cabinet lighting, when they have glass panels, putting pucks in there to light whatever they're displaying in those beautiful cabinets. It's another way to really display the architecture and the beauty of the work that our remodelers do.
Yeah.
So layers of lighting is one thing that we're seeing a rise of, and we're trying to educate customers on.
Oh, I know. I'm doing one entertainment wall right now, and one of the big things is the lighting.
Absolutely.
Because we have to figure out where we want it to go, the softness.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah, one of the things we're doing is we're illuminating behind the television.
Oh wow, that's
cool. Yeah, and we're doing it in color.
Ooh.
We're doing it in a light blue so that it illuminates
Very
the
cool.
wall. We could just put that light on.
Yeah,
Anyways.
There's all sorts of things you can do
Yeah.
with lighting, and there's so many different technologies with the type of lighting versus, incandescent versus halogen versus LED. And I know 5 years ago LED bulbs were really expensive, but the price is coming down, and I know they used to look really weird, but they don't look really weird anymore.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win for everyone. You don't have to replace your bulbs nearly as often.
Well, that was the big advantage to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have vaulted ceilings with the old can lights, some of them still left. You talk about a pain.
Oh, yeah.
How do you change that? Well, you get on a 16-foot ladder. No, I want one that
I don't like 16 feet ladders.
Whatever the heck it is. Okay, well, Ryan, thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Thank you
we're
for
at a
having
time.
me.
You're welcome, dear. Tell them one more time how to get in touch with you. Go call on Ryan. Say, I want Ryan. But tell them how to work.
So our showroom is located at 4363 Lyman Drive in Hilliard, right off of the cemetery exit from 270. We would love to have you come in and take a look around.
Okay, folks, I can attest to this. It's my favorite showroom. It
Thanks,
is.
Marty.
When I'm looking for appliances, as a matter of fact, I told Ryan she's got to find a new refrigerator for me. Or try to. Anyways, thanks for listening. As always, go out, try to make someone happy today. We'll see you next week. Okay.